I'm Andrea Fasano, and this is BeTerrific. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another nonprofit here with us right now. It's Professional Women Photographers, and I'm sitting here with Fredda and Irene. You guys, thank you so much for joining us here at BeTerrific.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome. How are you guys liking the show?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
it's
really
wonderful.
Yeah,
it's terrific.
No, our show is terrific. But how are you liking PhotoPlus Expo?
It's really good. There's some really good things here this year. It's very, very different than photography. They have a pool player.
Oh, I know. How cool is she?
Massage. She's amazing.
Oh my gosh,
right on. Yeah.
Ava, I think I ran into her. So it's the 40th year anniversary.
Yes.
Correct. Of Professional Women Photographers. Tell us about what this organization is, what this nonprofit is, and how you guys got involved in it.
So. 40 years ago, a group of women found each other through an exhibit, and they decided, because back then it's hard now, but even then it was even harder for women to be in this field. Photography was a man's world, and they decided to band together to support each other through the process of being professional photographers and getting work and all the things involved with that.
Great. So when did you get involved?
So I got involved about 4 years ago.
Oh, cool.
1, 2, 3, 5 years ago now. I don't know. I've been on the board for 4 years. I'm the vice president. Irene's on the board as well.
Awesome.
She's in charge of communications.
There you go.
And awesome. We also have do social media committee to get that out there and things like that. So I joined then, and I got involved because I wanted to show my work and become more professional, basically. Mm-hmm. And I have, and it's been an amazing process, and I've learned from so many wonderful women who are out there doing it, and we all support each other, and it's really great.
Now, where's the nonprofit based out of?
New York City.
It is right here in New York City.
Here in New York
we are
City.
nationwide. We are even international active, but I think our main activities we are having are here around the city. Mm-hmm. And I think one of our main activities we are having, every month we have a meeting, and at that meeting we are inviting guest speakers who are covering a certain topic. So, for example, last month we covered the topic social media, how to grow your business in social media, because for sure that's very important for every photographer right now.
Yes.
And these meetings are kind of our get-togethers and the heart of our networking thing. And that's I think PWP was 40 years ago and still is today. It's a great resource of networking. I'm not professional. I'm just a student of photography, but even for me, it's so inspiring, and it's a great network, and I can learn so much and meet so inspiring people. So I can just tell to everybody, join us.
Right.
And we also have men, right?
There are men. You can join the organization if you're a man.
Really?
So we don't want to exclude anyone.
No one's excluded.
So tell me about that. So is it just photographers?
We have very few men. You mean in the anyone could join, but mostly it's photographers, because the topics are photography, and generally it's a woman showing their work. Mm-hmm. We do have men who speak at these meetings as well. If they can offer some kind of education or something that
I think that's so great that you have men in the
sure. We don't want to exclude
men can
anybody.
Women.
No.
Yeah.
And we will have an exhibition in 1 month. That's something else beside the monthly meetings. We are having exhibitions, right?
Yeah, we have workshops. We have trips, day trips, museum trips. There's a lot of activities that you can do. And one of the great things about the organization, if you join the organization, or people who are in the organization get involved, they can do anything they want. Like we support anyone. Oh, I want to do an outing. We did an outing to Central Park a couple of years ago at night.
Oh, wow.
And one of our photographers, she's a member and a photographer, and she led the group, and we all went, and it was great. It was a great outing.
What are some other places that you guys go to?
The penitentiary in Pennsylvania.
Ooh,
we went there. We went to Cuba a couple of years ago. So we go anywhere from Cuba to Pennsylvania to New York City to anywhere. Yeah,
that's great. Well, because there's places. I mean, anywhere you can literally think of that you would be interested in, from a photographic point of view. Mm-hmm. So what specifically do you like to shoot?
I shoot anything, but I love travel photography, music, bands, portraits, family portraits, I teach also, like I do one-on-one tutoring for social media, for computer stuff, like
Oh,
I
cool.
do
I think
programs.
that's so interesting
Yeah.
that you mentioned that people, you don't know sometimes. Like I know a handful of photographers that they just don't know how to use the social media as a tool
Yeah.
to promote their photography, and it is so important in
So
their
it's
career.
so important.
I mean, it's a deal breaker sometimes. That's how some people get discovered,
Yeah.
by
And
people just jumping on their
Yeah.
photo or sharing it, you know.
Yeah, and people are afraid to share. People are going to steal my work. You know, people will do that. I guess it happens, but it gives you so much more than that.
Totally.
And you don't even know how it helps you, because down the line, you do something on social media, and then down the line, something happens that came from something you tweeted or
Right.
posted a year ago, and you didn't even know anyone saw it. So,
I think those are the people that are afraid that, oh, I had this one-hit wonder, you know, with a photo. And really, if you're a photographer and this is your career, it should be something that you're going to keep going with and keep building on. And
Yeah.
you should never worry about that one little baby. That's the same thing in the entertainment industry. Some people get like that about their scripts, and you kind of just need to let it go and just say, hey, if they want to steal it, it was my idea. I know I had that idea.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
you'll keep growing from it. So that's really important.
it is important.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about the social media aspect and what you would suggest to budding photographers out there, and what are the main ways or in which they should use it?
Well, I think the most important thing is to be consistent and to do it and to not stop doing it. So
Okay.
you use whatever
Yeah.
you're comfortable with. Take your time getting comfortable with each one. You know, add them as you get used to it, but you just need to do it on a regular
And
basis.
you-
You can't
yeah.
do it once and then not do it for a month, because that defeats the purpose. Like, you just have to be out there and have people become like a personality online, where people can feel your personality.
And
That's
maybe
it.
you'll start with one platform. You don't have to be on every
Right.
platform. You also have to decide which platform is the one which, I don't know, you feel most comfortable. Maybe you start with that one, and then
Right.
you can, like, on a later point, you can expand if you want. Or
Do you
just
think
stick
there's a
with
platform
one.
that's, I mean, Instagram is all photos, so would you say that that's the biggest one for photography right now?
For sure, it's an important one, but
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's the most important one. It's
Facebook,
Twitter,
LinkedIn,
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Twitter, they're all. And one of the things that people say is, oh, but I'm friends with all the same people on all those. Why should I do all of them? But because some people look at one, and other people look at another, and you don't know which one's going to hit which one, and then whose friend of a friend is going to see. You know, just
Right.
all that.
I think that's so important to
So-
have those education classes on social media, because it is the world we live in today. I mean,
Definitely.
you look at this expo, there's every person has a sign outside saying hashtag,
Yes.
and you know,
Yeah.
you really need to keep up with the times, right?
Yes.
So as a photographer, in order to get your stuff out there, it's the platform to go from. So what else should we know about Professional Women Photographers nonprofit?
I think that it's just a great organization of women who are supporting each other, like we said. I
Yes.
don't
If you're
know
a photographer,
what-
get out there.
Yeah.
You don't have to live in New York City.
You don't have to live in New York City.
How do they find you
can,
guys?
Um,
Online or?
Yeah.
pwponline.org.
Oh, it's called pwponline.org.
That's
Yeah.
our website, because some of the others were taken.
Ah.
The professional
And
that
check
are,
out on the website our next activities, and just feel free to come by to one of the activities, and
and I'm sure
that would
we've
be
forgotten
great.
some of our activities. that
And maybe what
do.
we should mention is,
Because-
maybe we said it, you don't have to be professional. Our name is Professional Women Photographer, but I think in general you can say you just need to be passionate about photography.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Then just you're the right person, and just come by and have a look, and would be great.
Yeah, and you can look
to-
at you can see photographers' work on our website, and
great.
all the activities and events that we have in the past and the future.
And it's a good way to make connections, maybe with some
Yes.
more seasoned photographers than yourself. You said you're a student yourself, correct?
Yeah, I'm studying. I'm taking some courses at ICP, and also through PWPs. I do some workshops. So I'm at the beginning. I don't know where I will end up, but
Yeah.
let's see.
And does it cost anything to join the?
Yes,
Okay.
we have a membership fee of $125 a year, and then if you do more years, you can get discounts.
Great.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
that gets the meeting room. I mean, we're a nonprofit. No one makes it's profit. Oh, it's all volunteers. We all volunteer our time. Everybody who does any work for the organization, it's volunteer 100%.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So we are having a booth here. It's a booth 880. If you're here at the expo, just come by, visit, grab some information, meet us here, or come to one of our next activities.
Yeah, well, that's Irene and Fredda from Professional Women Photographers. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank
Go
you.
visit them at their booth. Find out
Thank you.
more about this awesome nonprofit. And if you're a photographer, if you just want to volunteer, go help them out. Go check out what they're doing and see their beautiful work, and maybe go on a trip with them.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you so
being
much
here.
for having
Thank you
us.
very
That was
much.
great.
I'm
Wonderful.
Andrea Fasano. This is BeTerrific. We will be back with more. Stay right there, and we will see you in a little bit.